happier now. Sometimes all I think about is you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna reveal my new daily / project in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Hey, used to get the cops caught by the neighbors.
What is up, Matoire family? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. For those of you that don't know, my name is Antonio Matoire and I own a 2017 BMW 340i. And after today's video, I own 2 BMWs. So yes, you heard correctly. Today, I'm actually going to pick up a second BMW as a daily driver / new project car. I'm super excited to go pick it up. I actually bought it last night, but I had no one to drive the vehicle back for me. So I bought it, left it in the parking lot of Albertsons where I bought it, and today I'm going to have my wife bring me back so I can drive back the vehicle. But before I reveal it, go ahead and comment down below which BMW you think I got, and let's get it. Alright guys, so it's super bright out here, but we are here with the car. So last chance to get in your guys' guesses. On the count of 3, I'm going to reveal my new daily / project in 3, 2, 1. There it is. How many of you guessed an E46? Because you guys were right. So yes, I got a 2001 325i. I could not be happier. I have wanted an E46 ever since I was a child. My dad had an E92, but before that he actually had an E36. So I just always loved the boxy style on these BMWs. And so the E46 chassis was pretty much the last one that had that boxy style. So the individual I bought this from listed it for $4,300 and I ended up talking him down to $3,800. It's not in the best condition. I'm about to show you guys everything, but at the end of the day, it's not in the worst condition either. So I just wrapped the 340 and it has a ceramic coat, so I didn't want to have to daily drive that. So this is going to be my daily for now, and who knows, like I said, once I finish up with the 340, I might even start building this one. Did I mention it was a manual transmission? I know for a fact that in the E46 chassis, if you get the automatic transmission, it is not as reliable as the manual transmission, and that is another reason why I just had to get this one right here. But enough talking, let's go check it out. So starting with the front, obviously for a 21-year-old car, the headlights are going to be kind of foggy if it hasn't been garage kept, and in this case obviously it has not. So the headlights on both sides are kind of foggy. Super easy fix. We're going to get those cleared up. This is another very common problem on the E46s. This grill would just kind of pop out after a while. So both of them are kind of like that. This one's a little loose as well. We also do have a little dent right here. Moving on to the side, we are missing a side turn signal right there. Other than that, everything else looks good. I don't know why this wheel is so dirty compared to all the other wheels, but yeah, this wheel is like hella dirty for some reason. The rear bumper, when it comes to this fender right here, doesn't really line up perfectly, as you guys can see. Coming around to the back, nothing to note. Just looks like this BMW badge was probably held on by some duct tape at one point. I don't know why that's there, but hey, it's there. Everything in the back looks decent. The exhaust sounds really good, so apparently he straight piped it. But it sounds really good. It doesn't sound obnoxious. I'll show you guys some sound clips later. Same with this side. The fender's not too bad on this side, but where it really gets kind of messed up is in the front. As you can see right there, the front bumper is not aligned perfectly with the front fender at all. Considering its age, the wheels are in pretty good condition. I mean, they do have a little bit of road rash on certain parts of them, but overall none of them are bent. They're not beat up too much. Honestly, they just need a little cleaning. That's obvious for the whole car. The whole car is absolutely filthy. But anyway, as you guys can see, the windows are tinted. They are very dark. I don't know if they're a 5. The individual that I bought it from wasn't able to tell me how dark the tint was. Honestly, it looks like 5 all the way around. The front windshield is also tinted, but obviously it's not 5. It's probably like a 35%. But yeah, very dark tint all around. As far as the tires, they definitely need to be replaced. I don't know if you guys can see that, but these ones are kind of bald, and these aren't even the worst ones. These ones right here, I mean, look at that. There's like almost no tread left on these. And same with these ones up here. Like, look at this. So these are definitely gonna have to be replaced very soon. So when I purchased it from him, obviously I asked him if there was anything wrong with the vehicle or anything that he had to fix. There was 2 things. So problem number 1, the cooling fan assembly. Apparently there's something wrong with the relay to to where the cooling fan won't turn on and off automatically. So literally, I guess the mechanic or, you know, the previous owner rerouted a couple of the wires to where you have to connect 2 wires to turn the fan on before you even start driving. And then when you get out of the vehicle, you have to disconnect the wires so the fan turns off. But it's kind of funny, so I wanted to show you guys. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. Once you pull the hood release, this actually pops out and you pull it up from here. So right off the bat, a couple of things here in the engine bay. Obviously the engine cover is missing, it's just not there. There's also should be another plastic piece that goes here and connects to this intake area. That's missing as well. I don't know, he left some rags in here. I don't know if there's like a oil leak or something going on. He didn't mention anything, but by the look of the engine bay, it definitely looks like there's been some oil. So I did want to show you guys the cooling fan wires I was talking about. So if you look right here, it looks like they rerouted this wire right here to just come up and connect to this wire. So literally, you connect this wire to the blue one. Listen, hear that? And disconnect it. So I think that is absolutely insane and honestly kind of annoying. So that'll probably be one of the very first things that I fix on this car. So that's definitely an issue that has to be addressed ASAP. There's a lot that I just kind of want to take a look at and make sure before I start daily driving it, just because since it is my daily driver, I would like it to be somewhat reliable. And it also looks like someone might have added an oil catch can right here. So yeah, that's there. So that pretty much wraps up the engine bay. So let's go ahead and check out the interior, and that leads me to my second problem that he said this vehicle had. So he says that the AC blows cold, but sometimes randomly it'll start blowing hot out of nowhere. It's not even like as if it'll just stop blowing cold air and blow like outside air. It literally is blowing hot air. Definitely have to look into that, but regardless, we'll figure it out. So let's go check out the interior. So right off the bat, when I saw the pictures on Facebook Marketplace for this car, I was actually really impressed with the interior. As far as the seats, for a 21-year-old car, these leather seats are in very, very good condition. Only a very, very, very small sign of wear or tear, whatever you want to call this, right here. But other than that, the back seat looks great. And that's honestly one of the big reasons why I bought this car, because everything else that I've been mentioning for the exterior is fixable, but the leather seat, I just wanted leather seats that were already in good condition. So now let me talk about some of the issues going on the interior. So for starters, I'm sure you guys noticed it earlier, but yes, the window regulator that's supposed to be on the door is not there. These ones right here in the middle area work, but this one is just completely missing with the wire hanging out. This trim piece continues to fall out. I think it's somewhere down here. Yep, there it goes right there. And this door, this whole door panel is just loose. Look at that. Also, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be an armrest right here that is missing. This is kind of janky as well. If you pull up on it, I don't think that should move like that. As mentioned before, here's the back seat. No rips, tears, anything going on back here. As far as this side, same thing. This little window button is missing, as well as a speaker, it looks like. So yeah, there's no speaker right there, just a wire hanging out. The other side, it has the speaker, but the front door is missing a speaker. So yeah, as mentioned before, just, you know, little things for the most part, especially things that I'm not really worried about. Like, I'm not worried about the speaker missing if it's gonna be my daily anyway. So pop open the trunk, as you guys can see, regular trunk, nothing very special here. Look at that. That looks like one of the speakers right there. Does it have the spare tire? Let's see. Hey, look at that. It has a full-size spare tire in there that is beat to hell, it looks like. So overall, considering all things, I think $3,800 was a fair price. I don't think it was the best price, but it was the first time that I had seen an E46 in decent condition like this one in the Las Vegas area for that cheap. That's pretty much it though for the walk around. Let me go ahead and start it up so you guys can see what it sounds like. So hopefully the microphone picked that up pretty well. Like I said, for a pretty much stock BMW that's just straight piped, it sounds really good in my opinion, and it actually will pop and crackle while I'm driving and shifting gears, so it sounds pretty cool. So speaking of that, let's just go ahead and take it for a little test drive so I can explain to you guys how it feels. I haven't driven a manual in a while, so I'm just super happy to get back into a manual car. It just feels so good. You feel a lot more connected with the vehicle when you're sitting there shifting the gears yourself instead of an automatic vehicle. It sounds really good. It just like burbled and kind of like popped a little bit. So I'm actually gonna turn off the AC and roll the windows down so you guys can hear a little bit better. Let's make a quick little U-turn so you guys can hear. Super smooth. There's nothing wrong at all with the transmission. It sounds really good. It feels really good. So I do suspect that there is maybe a very slight oil leak somewhere within the engine bay, but I do smell a very slight kind of like oil burning smell. You're happier now. Sometimes all I think about is you. So I made it home, guys. I got here earlier around 2 o'clock, but the sun was super high in the sky, so I didn't want to wash my car. But the sun is starting to set. It's about 6 o'clock now, so I'm gonna start washing my car. As you can see, it is filthy and definitely needs it. So I'm convinced that this car is going to look a whole lot better when it's actually clean. And let's get started. Okay, so here is the 325. Now that it's nice and clean, look at that, you can actually see some shine in it a little bit. Night and day difference. Look how clean the wheels are. The rest of the car is actually shining now. Overall, now that it's cleaned up, I would say it looks pretty good. I want to head to the parking lot that we started at in the very beginning and just snap some pictures of it, because like I said, it's new to the family, and who knows, maybe down the line it'll look completely different than how it looks now. So I just want to get some shots of when I first got it. I'm really happy with the car, you know, flaws and all. I'm gonna get this thing back up running 100%, and it's gonna look really good, and I'm very excited, and I'm excited for you guys to come along on this journey with me. So here's one last look at what it looks like right now. So once again, welcome to E46 to the Matwire family, and let's get some pictures. Alright guys, that just about wraps up today's video. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you have a 340i, an E46, or you just want to follow my journey with both of the vehicles, obviously there's going to be a lot more content coming with this vehicle as well. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It helps me out tremendously. And as always guys, remember your goals and don't stop till you reach them. Peace.
Excited just to see me, wish I felt the same way. Later on she'll probably get a name change. People changing on me like they gain weight. I wish that I waited.